Greetings, everybody. I am Slow-Mo Hojo, and welcome to Wolfinia. In the last episode, we did some work over here in the quarantine district of Wolfin's Laboratories, specifically on the biochemical research and pharmacology laboratory over here in Wolfin's Labs, which has been in need, of additional funding and resources for quite a while now. I finally got it. Who is leaving my skylight open? So we got all these flooding issues around here. Anyway, progress has been made here. Repairs, renovations have been made. It's still not up to code, but then again, in Wolfinia, we don't really have any codes that we hold to, so no big deal. And a little while back, we began work on some new projects over here in the Waterside district. Now, obviously, these are nowhere close to finish, and despite the fact that I want to work on them some more today, they're still not going to be anywhere close to finished. But progress is progress, right? And we're gonna make some progress on these structures. Well, not even just these structures, but the structure that these structures will be a part of. Show you what I'm talking about in a few. Before we do anything, I need to clear out our work site, because we're actually gonna be working in the outer ring of the upper Waterside district, at least for the first part of this episode, which means, you, llama friend, you need to go somewhere. All right, you with me? Perfect, excellent. So how long you say you've been stuck up there again? Oh my goodness, really? I must have forgot, it completely slipped my mind. I mean, my memory, it ain't what it used to be. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I think you're really gonna like it over here in the farm district. You've been alone for a long time. It's about time you got some socialization in, right? So you can come over here and hang out in the stables with our horsies and all those fellas. They're super nice. You'll like it here. Alright, well, I am making a huge mess over here in the lower Waterside district, trying to consolidate all these loose chests with all this randomness in them, because eventually we will have a storage system here, hopefully. Maybe. I don't know when, because this has, kind of been sitting for a while, but eventually, and once we do, then we got all these chests over here that we can easily throw into the storage system and get all that stuff put away. So, while I am not organized, I do aspire to be one day. Anyway, I think we are just about ready to begin work on today's project. Well, the first of today's projects, which is these structures right here, or should I say the structure that these structures are a part of, because there's going to be a much larger structure that wraps around the outer ring of the Waterside district, goes over the New Moon Bay Inlet, and continues on until it meets the tower on the opposite side. So basically, these two towers are actually part of one structure. And the goal for today is to get an outline in for that structure so we can see what it is generally going to be shaped like. You see me being all upside down and silly? I'm so silly. Anyway, let's go ahead and call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get to work.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? I'll just breathe in. Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? I'll just breathe in.
Welcome back, everybody. We've made some plans over here in the Waterside district. Oh boy, did we make some plans. I told you guys I had some plans for this place, and now you can actually see what those are starting to look like. It's finally starting to take shape, and I am loving it. Now, obviously, this is going to be a big project, and it's going to take a lot of time to actually come together, but once it does, man, once it does, let me get centered on this real quick. Problem is, none of Wolfinia is actually centered on anything. There we go, that's close enough. That's pretty good. It's gonna look good. In time. You know, you gotta give me some time. Because I'm still, like, kind of formulating plans for this thing as we continue to build it. You might have noticed me tearing down some stuff as I was building. That's because, you know, I'm not really set 100% on what this thing's going to look like yet. Like, I'm starting to get the block palette together. I'm starting to kind of be able to visualize things a little bit more. But as far as the general shape goes, well, we know what that's going to look like, and that is something I am happy with. But we're not going to focus on this anymore today. This is all I had planned for this episode as far as the Waterside district goes. Now, we will continue to touch on this regularly over the course of the next however many episodes it takes to get completed. But as far as what else we're doing today, well, I got some plans. Now, a big focus of the past couple episodes has been our Wither Rose farm over here in the end. Now, the reason for that is because I want dark prismarine. Now, in order to get dark prismarine, we're going to need black dye. In order to get black dye, we're going to need wither roses. And in order to get wither roses, we are going to need more wither skulls, which is what we're going to focus on today. Speaking of withers, I almost forgot about this. Y'all remember when the apostates let loose withers in the Nether? Idiots. I really should get this fixed. I really should. Problem is, I don't feel like doing it today. We'll get around to it eventually. There's just so much that needs to be done around Wolfinia. So much, but, you know, one thing at a time. Welcome back to the Withering House. Now, you guys might remember in Phase 2 of Wolfinia, we built a new wing onto this house, but we're not going back there today. No, we're going back to where it all began. The goal for today's episode is to get this, the old wing, back up and running. It has been a long time, but I think we can do it. Because now we're playing by rules I'm familiar with. You will notice we once again have Nether Fortress mobs spawning in our Nether Fortress as they should. Just like they did in Phase 1. We're not playing by alternate dimension rules anymore. Now, in addition to mob spawning rules being much more similar to how they were in Phase 1, redstone should work similarly to how it worked in Phase 1 as well. Now, we did make a lot of changes to a lot of our redstone to accommodate for Phase 2, but this isn't something that we really touched. So, hopefully, everything will be good here. I don't know, we'll see in a few minutes. Now, one of the most likely things in this farm to break would probably be the flying machines, but I do believe this design will still hold up here. So, let's go ahead and test it out. How do we do this? Like right here? Yep, that does it! That does it! Okay. Whoa! There we go. That seems promising. Does it return? It does return! Excellent! And then does it dock when it goes over here? Because the farm is off, so it should dock and stay in place. Oh yeah, that's good! That is excellent, in fact. So before we actually get this thing started, we do need to reset all our flying machines. Because, I don't know, they're positioned a little weird. Ha! But yeah, just setting them off and setting them back, that should do it. Now, this floor might be a little dangerous, but I think we can manage. We're fine. Ooh, I know that was risky. You don't have to look at me like that. All right, guys, here's the thing. This is going to be a little uncomfortable for you as you pass through the slime, but it's going to be fine. You guys are going to be fine. This is just going to be a little slimy and gross for you momentarily, but also it's a good moment to demonstrate how this actually works, right? So, these guys will pass through the slime and then get pushed to the edge, where they'll drop off into the bottom, like, collection area type dealie, where they won't be harmed. Can't stress that enough. We're not harming pigmen today. Not if we can help it anyway. Because one of the main features of this farm that I'm most proud of is the fact that it keeps our little pigmen friends here safe. So you guys are fine, right? Exactly. Now, this may be mildly traumatic for you, but physical harm should be kept to a minimum. Just gonna be passing through the slime, right? And then you're gonna fall down a hole. Same thing you've already done before. You guys know how to deal with that. Resilience is the key. And you guys, you're so resilient, you're so good. I'll come and check on you as soon as I make sure this thing docks properly. There we go, excellent. And now, all of our pigmen friends should be down here in the mob sorter, waiting to be sorted and subsequently carted off to safety. Now, of all the things here likely to break, this thing is the most likely to break. So we're gonna have to pay extra special attention to this delicate piece of machinery. That don't look right. Okay, I think our rails should be good. I've kind of just taken a little ride and traced the path. Nah, forget what I said. Rails aren't good. What's going on here? Why aren't she powered? There we go, now you're powered. All kinds of weird stuff happening around here, but I think we should now be good. Yep, minecart breaks, fed back to the starting point. And I guess now the only other thing left is the mob sorter. Now, unfortunately, the way we test this is also the way that's most likely to break it. We're just gonna go ahead and turn it on. Here goes nothing. Ooh, boy. Oh, we'll have to address the storage system and all that stuff and make sure the redstone for all that is good. But that's not the main thing we're focusing on. Right now, this is the first time we have activated the withering house since phase 1, and it has been a long time. Things are bound to be a little bit rusty. Now, unfortunately, I think when I rode the minecart, I probably despawned the pigmen over here because we go more than 128 blocks away. And we're probably not going to be spawning anymore since I'm up here, but I do need to make sure all the components are working before we accommodate our guests. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the bottom funnel and just make sure this is looking good as well. It is. Everything is looking so good. We are in business. So, next thing we need to do is actually get far enough away from this for mobs to spawn. I heard you. It sounds like we had our first guest drop by. Oh, look at him right there. Waiting all patient, that's nice. I'll be with you in just a few. I need to finish doing what I was doing over here first. Oh, we got more dropping by. Let me go say hi. Being a bad host over here. These guys are all waiting over here. Whoa, they got stuff on their feet. Hold on, let me get that for you. Help you out a little bit. There we go. Very nice. Drops are being elevated. We'll have to make sure they're actually being collected. Check that in a minute. But yeah, everything seems like it's going pretty well here. And I do have the drone running upstairs, and I'll probably give you guys a little peek at what it's seeing right now as far as the mob sorting goes. But I mean, we are only seeing blazes and wither skeletons down here, as it should be, because the wither skeleton should pretty much fall straight through the system with a few stops along the way. Meanwhile, the blazes will get bounced around a little bit since they're only 2 blocks tall. They're gonna get bounced around to separate them from the other 2 block tall mobs. And blazes and wither skeletons should all pretty much make their way down here to the same place, to my fireplace in the withering house. Now, our other mobs, the other 2 block tall mobs we're gonna have to deal with are skeletons and pigmen, because we don't have to worry about the magma cream or the magma cube. Skeletons and pigmen should also go down through the blaze sorter, but instead of coming down here into the fireplace, they will be rerouted to another area where skeletons get taken out by lava, and since lava doesn't, you know, cause any harm to the pigmen will be safe and the only thing over there, and they will be escorted to the minecarts and taken roundabouts 128 or so blocks away to despawn. Because as I said, we ain't hurting those guys. They're freaking adorable. Okay, so I just had a look at the drone footage, and for the most part, we are looking good. The mobs are going where they need to go, but we do have one small problem. You all right there, bud? The problem is that pigmen aren't great swimmers in this dimension. They don't swim in lava. We'll have to figure out what to do about that. Now, I don't think we're gonna have to make any major changes to this. In fact, I have some ideas. Hey! I'll be down there with you guys in just a few, all right? Y'all hang tight. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't think we're gonna have to make any major changes here. I think some minor repositioning of the elements we might be able to make that work. We'll see. Oh! We also need to fix our skeleton drop collection system. I didn't check that, but it's a good thing we did now. Excuse me, guys, you are making this very inconvenient for me. I don't appreciate it. Excuse me. Watch your toes. Track going down. Thank you. Oh, when was the last time you seen moves like, holy crap? Holy crap. Okay, nope, this is bad. It's been nice knowing you guys. It's been fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, stuff won't burn over here, right? We should be good. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We are so fine. Oh. Ow. We are just gonna pretend that never happened. Excuse me, fellows. Excuse me. Get off me. All right. Let me see how much crap I broke down here. Because beneath this, which is hopefully safe, we do have the redstone for our fireplace. And it seems like we may have burned up at least a little bit of that. That's fine, nothing that can't be replaced. Actually, we didn't even burn down that much. We're fine. Owie. Dang it. Oh, crap. Why? I hate this place. We're fine. That was real funny, isn't it? That's so hilarious. Okay, so after a little bit of trial and error, I think we have something that may work. We'll see if this guy gets carted off once that minecart actually starts moving. Guy, could you get it? I think it would have worked if he wasn't on the track. Guy, come on, I'm trying to make a video here. Come on. Oh, yeah, you go despawn, please. Thank you. All right, so I've made some changes to this. Overall, the changes are pretty minor. We do still have a space below the lava for items to be collected. We did lower the lava source by a block, and also our triple piston extender. We lowered the slime block by a block. Excuse me, fellas. Sorry, I didn't mean to encroach by your territory. Lowered that so it can push the pigment out here to be carted off to safety. Hopefully that works. But there's only one way to know, right? We gotta test this bad boy out, which means I have to head back downstairs. This was such a pain in the butt. I know what some of y'all are gonna say. Should've turned the farm off. Should've took the lava sources out if you're gonna move it anyway. You know what? Shut up! Yeah, give me that wither skull. There you go. Oh, and this stuff is getting collected. I don't like how it's getting collected, but it is getting collected. I will address that because it looks a little sketchy to me. But we'll touch on all the minor stuff later. Right now, I'm not worried about the minor stuff. I'm worried about getting everything working here that I need to be working, and the major thing that is not working, or that may actually be working now, I don't know. We'll let the drone be the judge of that. He's already up in the air. The major thing we don't know if it works at this point is the pigman transportation system. We need to get our pigmen away from this farm so they can safely despawn. Hopefully everything is good now. Are you freaking kidding me? Seriously, you guys just gonna block the track? Look at you. That's so hilarious. You're a funny guy. Yeah, all those pigmen we've sent for you earlier are probably blocking the track. I'm gonna need to just kind of vacate this area, I guess, and wait for them all to despawn. Then, I don't know, we'll come back and work on other spawning issues. Actually, before I leave here, let's go ahead and put slabs on all our spawnable blocks. That way when we come back, we can make sure nothing is spawned within this place. And then we're gonna go outside the farm and try to despawnificate everything out there as well. And that should have the effect of not only improving our rates, but also getting me some dang peace and quiet! Listen, fellas, generally I got no problem with y'all, okay? Generally. But if I come back here and y'all haven't vacated, we gonna have some issues. Alright, so you guys might remember... I don't want cobblestone, I want stone. Where's stone? You guys might remember that a while back we attempted to spawn-proof a good area around our withering house, our wither skull farm. We didn't get a lot of ground covered. Not nearly enough. We got a decent amount for the time, but not nearly enough. So, today, I want to further spawn-proof more of the area surrounding the withering house. Why would I subject myself to this? I mean, my goodness. Haven't I made this episode hard enough on me? What is wrong with me? Oh yeah, almost forgot. We got some new technology here in Wolfinia. Just activated down there at my AFK spot, or my ready to tickle wither skeleton toes spot. This is Mini HUD. Now, the reason I'm using it is because it lets us see our spawn and despawn spheres. So you might notice this orange sphere right here, well, the top of this sphere. Everything in here is non-spawnable from our AFK spot, but outside the sphere, that is where mobs are able to spawn. So you'll notice our spawning floors up there are well outside the sphere. So therefore, the mobs that we farm here, the wither skeletons, blazes, they can spawn no problem. What we're mostly concerned with, though, is what's outside of this sphere. And what's outside of this sphere is a bigger sphere, as you can see off in the distance. Big, bright blue sphere. And it is in between these two spheres where mobs can spawn. Nothing will spawn outside of this sphere right here, which is very sketchy and opaque, and I don't like it at all. Why is that like that? I'm not a fan. But basically, we need to slab over everything inside of this sphere if we don't want mobs spawning outside the farm while we are actually in the farm. And that will serve to increase our spawn rates, increase our drops that we collect, and also increase our property value. Hello? Oh. Hi. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We're gonna have to fix that. Ow! I don't like that, and I don't like you. I hate you. There we go. That is a little bit better. That is a lot better, actually. Feels so much better now that I can see what's going to kill me. Anyway, I think we are just about ready to get started with this. So, at this point, let's go ahead and call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get to work. Hey! No! Listen, no, stop it. You know what? I'm not ready yet. I take it back. We're not gonna call the drone over just yet. There we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. So, you guys know the plan. At this point, let's go ahead and call the drone on over, put on a little bit of music, and get to work. Welcome back, everybody. I am done slabbing this place over. And I don't mean I'm done in the sense that this place is entirely slabbed over, because it's not. Got a pretty good amount of it. But I'm done because I don't want to do anymore. We did cover a pretty good amount of ground though, so I am happy about that, and that should significantly increase our spawn rates. And we have the potential, you stop that. We have the potential to increase them even further should we go and slab over all the stuff that is not currently slabbed over. Listen, I am out of patience. I am nearly out of firework rockets, and I am 100% out of patience with these ghasts. Also, my phalanges are getting a bit tired. So, I think that's what we're gonna call it for the slabbing today. Oh yeah, we never made sure the pigment thing worked, did we? That's fine. I was actually planning on spending some time here anyway, because we do need to stock back up on wither skulls so we can get some more wither roses and all that stuff, right? Remember, this is all for a purpose. So we'll also get the drone up in the air, just make sure everything is working as it should and everything sounds good. So we got that going for us. Oh. Yeah, I'm dumb. Got too many levers. Keep forgetting to flip them all. Nice. That feels good right there. I think we're probably just about ready to go ahead and turn it off, get out of here. I am so over the Nether right now. So let me go ahead and collect my stuff, give everything a quick once over, make sure everything is back to where it needs to be. And then we will figure out why you are even here. What in the world? Where did you come from? After all that time I spent spawn proofing? Are you freaking kidding me right now? This is stupid. Let's focus on the positives though, because there is plenty of plus side to this. The Withering House is working better than it ever has. I mean, the spawns are great. We're getting plenty of drops. Everything turns on and off as it should. We are looking good here as far as the overall function of this farm. There is some little stuff I need to take care of. Like I need to handle that wonky looking item transportation system. Need to figure out what in here is not slapped over where that piglin came from. I'll try to figure that out in between episodes and I'll update you guys if I do. But I think that's gonna do it, because I am ready to get out of here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more of Wolfinia, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Joe Mama, and I will see you guys later.